Hello students of grade 10, welcome to another lesson on office administration. Today's focus is recruitment and orientation. However, our objectives for today are to explain the factors to be considered when preparing for a job interview and to demonstrate the knowledge of the work environment. Let us begin. Interview. An interview is essentially a structured conversation where one participant asks questions and the other provides answers. In common parlance, the word interview refers to one-on-one conversation between an interviewer and an interviewee. An interview may also transfer information in both directions. Factors to be considered when preparing for a job interview. Performing well while being interviewed is clearly very important when it comes to being hired for any job. It is increasingly important the more desirable the position generally is. Perspective is key to being good in an interview. Instead of just thinking about what sounds good, focus on what the interviewer is looking for. Ability, stability, professionalism, and manageability are all key characteristics in what interviewers typically look for when interviewing to make a hire. Employers or interviewers look for ability first. If a person is not capable of doing the job due to lack of required skills, then it does not matter if they are stellar in the other attributes that are desired. How suitable you are for the job. Do you have the drive and motivation to succeed on this job? Being able to handle the stresses of the job and work well with co-workers are some of those required attributes that employers look for. Professionalism and manageability are characteristics that fall under how suitable an applicant may be for the job. When the employees are very manageable, they learn well and take direction when given. This makes work easier for the boss and co-workers. How professional an employee is directly relates to how manageable they will be. If a person is resistant to directions, they are not suitable for the position. Question. Besides being able to physically and mentally do a specific job, employers want to know how well you work with others and how you can handle yourselves on your own. True or false? If you've indicated true, that is correct. Employers want to know if you are driven and have the will to succeed. Considering these ideas before an interview will likely increase your chances of being hired and of you receiving that coveted "you're hired" letter. A work environment is the setting, social features, and physical conditions in which a job is performed. These elements can impact feelings of well-being, workplace relationships, collaboration, efficiency, and employee health. Before us is the Holland hexagon types of work environments. These are realistic or doers, investigative or thinkers, artistic or creators, social or helpers, enterprising or persuaders, and conventional or organizers. The Holland hexagon focuses a lot on countless career opportunities. John Holland's model of occupational themes organizes interest areas to help you find compatible work environments. Are you realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, or conventional? Let us read below to identify which 2 or 3 themes best describe you and explore majors and career areas that match those themes. Realistic. This environment promotes physical activity and may be best for more kinesthetic employees, also called doers. Those who work well in this environment are often skilled at and prefer using tools and working with their hands. Jobs with realistic work environments include those in engineering, maintenance, and construction. Investigative. This type of environment is built on critical thinking, experimentation, and problem solving. Much of the work in this environment involves gathering evidence, studying information, and learning, as well as making conclusions. Employees who are thinkers can thrive in these environments. They are often found in careers like healthcare, engineering, and technology. Artistic. This environment encourages innovation and experimentation as well as personal expression. Artistic environments are often best for those known as creators, who thrive in more flexible and emotional settings. Some careers that work best in this type are in fields like design, fine art, and performance. Social. This type of environment promotes communication, helping, healing, and education between employees. Those who do well in this environment are often known as healers and have traits such as kindness, empathy, and compassion. Careers that typically offer social working environments include education, social work, counseling, and nursing. Enterprising. This work environment also involves communication but has an emphasis in guiding others toward goals. Enterprising environments are best for persuaders who thrive on competition and prefer to serve in roles that involve selling, convincing, and debating. Some careers that have enterprising environments include real estate, politics, and public service and sales. Conventional. This environment is built on specificity, predictability, and organization. Those who prefer traditional environments are often referred to as organizers and work best in settings that have clear order, encourage practicality, and value dependability. Roles that exist in conventional work environments include those in finance, assistant positions, and traditional office settings. Considering the work environment. Diversity. Call it a multicultural workplace or the employer's commitment to diversifying the people who work there. Job benefits, work-life balance, leadership and managerial fit, safety, culture. Diversity. Call it a multicultural workplace or the employer's commitment to diversifying the people who work there. If it's important to work with people from different backgrounds, then target job searches to employers with a strong record in this area. Distinguish between employers with just a diverse workforce and employers with a work culture that values diversity and draws strength from different ideas. Job benefits. Benefits are intangibles that attract many to employment opportunities, even jobs with wages lower than those in the private sector, which is the case for some government and nonprofit workers. Time off is one example of a benefit available to many employees. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, paid vacation leave was available to 90% of full-time workers and 37% of part-time workers in the private sector. The next most common benefit reported by the Bureau was sick leave. It was available to 75% of full-time workers and 27% of part-time workers. Leadership and managerial fit. Employees want to come to work feeling as though they will be treated fairly. An employee can ask questions of a manager in a job interview to see if the working relationship is a fit. He or she also can seek a management culture that treats people fairly and offer equal advancement opportunities and other prerequisites to minorities and peoples with disabilities. Safety culture. It is also crucial to look for a safety culture, which includes an organization-wide commitment to safety practices. Managers and employers must receive regular training and apply it to the job. They should create preventative measures to avoid work-related accidents, illnesses, or death, and investigate these as they occur. Prospective employees can review an employer's record with the U.S. Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Question. Employees will work for an employer that offers desirable job conditions, some of which are intangible. True or false? If you've indicated true, that is correct. New hires can review employee benefits by speaking with an HR representative or browsing the company website. They can get a sense of the work environment, especially the employee culture, by talking with current employees. Only by working in the actual environment can employees be sure it's a fit for them. Students, we have come to the end of today's lesson. I want to thank you for paying apt attention. Now, let us turn our attention over to the exercises for today. Exercise 1.1. Define the term application in terms of a business correspondence. 2. The following advertisements below were posted in your local newspapers on March 20th, 2021. Their closing dates are the 1st and 5th of April 2021 respectively. Write an application for each advertisement. 3. 2 weeks have passed and you have realized you did not receive a call. Write a follow-up letter for each of your applications requesting information relating to the status of your application. 4. In 75 words, state how you would identify a suitable work environment. Here are the two advertisements as were mentioned in the exercise. Exercise 1.2. In relation to demonstrating knowledge of the requirements of the work environment, explain the following in no more than 50 to 100 words each. A. Identify the labor laws that govern the work environment. B. Explain the difference between culture of school versus organization. C. Explain what is meant by need for confidentiality. D. Explain what is meant by honoring of employee skills. And E. Explain desirable work-related attitudes. My name is Ms. Nisha Bamfield, and thank you for having me.